Hey everybody, this is Joel and
Jillian.
from at Bucerías Joel here in Bucerías, Nayarit. We're at the quota, Jillian. We're at the caseta, and we're gonna pay our toll.
$2.26.
And it seems like we can take a toll road towards Puerto Vallarta, which I did not hear anything about this. We were trying to figure out if we could get on the new highway tomorrow to do a bike tour, because we've been doing this on Sundays where we go on the new highway because it's not open yet. But then when we got to the point where we would always jump on the new highway, they had they put barbed wire and they fenced it all off, so we couldn't get on it. And then when I was standing there, I see all these cars going towards Puerto Vallarta and actually coming back the other way, and I'm like, what the flip? Like, is this highway open? So I'm like, Jillian, we got to go investigate this. So we're here and we're going to pay 220 pesos. 226 pesos, and we have no idea what to expect and where this road goes, where we're going to end up. This is an adventure. Are you ready for the adventure, Jillian?
Ready for the adventure.
Vámonos! Buenas tardes. And I'm not even going to ask. I just want to be surprised. I don't want to know anything about this adventure. Otherwise, it wouldn't be an adventure, right, Jill?
That's correct.
This is where I got to get that electronic pass. Did I see this? So we got my change, and we got our ticket, right? Mm-hmm. And what was your most important job, Jillian?
Always collecting the
Toll money.
I'm going to take the change. I love change.
All right, so we're going towards Puerto Vallarta. It says Puerto Vallarta Bucerías. So could it be possible that there's a Bucerías turnoff that we don't even know about? I don't know anything about this. Let's go check this out. All right, so we're on the new toll road. We've gone maybe 4 kilometers so far. We're heading towards the Valle de Banderas. That's the Valley of Banderas. It is a real beautiful drive. Wouldn't you agree?
Beautiful. Like, it's stunning, and I'm sure on some points we'll be able to get a glimpse of the ocean as well. But look, this is all
not from here.
Not from here. Oopsie.
See, that's the Mexican passing game. So on the toll roads, people, and you got to be aware, okay? People.
Yeah, you can look at.
Oh yeah, you can. There's the ocean.
Right there.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. I wish we could. We're gonna have to come and do some drone.
That's wild. Beautiful.
Just to show you guys this, but okay. Pro tip number 1: when you're on the toll roads, you got to watch for the oncoming traffic, because what happens is people pass even if there's a solid line, because they expect you to move over into the shoulder, and that's why they don't let bikes on the toll roads, because people drive on the shoulder to allow people to pass. And the guy that was coming head on towards me was basically half in my lane, because he just expected me to see him coming, and I would just pull over, just move over. And that's what's called the Mexican passing game, okay? It's the Mexican passing game, and you need to be on it, because if you weren't paying attention, you could have got on a head-on collision, because that guy's going to say, well, I'm just going to stay. I'm going to stay in your lane because you're going to move, not me. And literally, that person will likely head on you as opposed to pulling over. And that's just the way it is. So be careful.
Yeah, this is really beautiful.
So this guy's giving me a little bit of space, but I do have a passing lane. Now, I will do it, but not if someone's in the lane. No one's giving me a chance to pass by pulling over, right? And remember when we would do our trips, Jill? Literally, a semi-truck would do this.
Sure.
It would pull out and pass using half of each lane beside another semi, and you'd be coming onto them, and they'd be like, no, you better get into the shoulder. I have no idea what's going on here. This is 100% a surprise to us. And
Rogue.
This is, huh?
Rogue.
We're rogue?
Rogue. We're going rogue.
We're going rogue.
Yeah.
All right, so we're coming to the next caseta. Again, well, I don't see the electronic one, so you gotta wait through the line here. But literally, this is expensive though. I will say we paid 228 pesos to
26 pesos.
226 pesos to get this far, and now we're gonna pay another 227. Like literally $50 to go.
500 pesos, you mean?
Sorry, 500 pesos, which is $25.
$5 to go a couple of kilometers.
Like, I don't see the value, to be honest.
I mean, it was pretty fast, but I mean, like, I don't even really know. We don't really know where this is gonna pop us out, and if it even makes sense.
Yeah, so we'll give our full opinion on that. I mean, so we're literally almost 500 pesos into this.
No, for sure. Oh no, 400 and, yeah, almost 500 pesos.
Almost 455 pesos, right?
No, what's 7 plus 6? 5, yeah, 11.
Do the math. And we have no idea where we're going, but I guess once we're done, we'll be able to ascertain if this is worth it. But if yet there's another caseta when you get to Puerto Vallarta, and you got to pay another 200 plus pesos. So if that means it's 750 pesos. Hold on, I'm just going to use 225 because that's much easier.
Mm-hmm.
So 450 pesos and change to get this far.
That would be 700 pesos.
And if it was another 225, it'd be 475. It'd be 675. Almost 700 pesos. Almost $35 to get to Vallarta. I don't know, man. That seems like a bit of a ripoff. And I'm a proponent of private money, like building these roads and for the users to pay for the use. But it's got to be kind of fair. We didn't go very far.
Mm-mm. Like, we're like the very north end of Bucerías to like Valle de Banderas or San Jose de Valle.
Yeah.
So I don't know, how long would it take us to get that from Estaciones?
Well, we left
3 o'clock.
Like our house area, right? Around 3 o'clock?
3 o'clock.
And we headed north.
Yes.
And so it took us half an hour to get this far. ¿Cuánto? 455. 455.
Sí.
Wow.
¿Por qué? Hold on. This is an expensive adventure. Hey, gracias.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I gave her. That's what I gave you. Now she's going to give you some more change. Gracias.
Wow. That's insane. 455 pesos.
Where are we going?
I have no freaking idea. Like, wow. That's like New York tunnel pricing. Like, you know, the Jersey Turnpike or something. Like,
yeah,
what are we getting?
Like, we've already spent, what, like close to 700 pesos already.
700 pesos.
Yeah. $35 to go. I'm not too sure how far, but we'll soon find out.
So, here we are. We took the Bucerías turnoff, which is literally...
We're just before the Home Depot.
Just before the Home Depot, so it's nowhere near Bucerías. So here's the toll road scam, okay? It's pretty sad. People are gonna see the sign for Bucerías and keep going on the highway.
Yeah.
You know what that does? That sucks another 450 pesos out of their wallet to put them basically in Puerto Vallarta by the airport, and then they have to drive through traffic another 30 minutes back to Bucerías. Okay, so let's see how long it takes us to get to Bucerías.
Okay, it is.
It's 13:42, 3:42 and we took the Bucerías turnoff. How ridiculous is that? Huh?
So yeah, so I wonder how long I'll figure out how long we've been in the car,
And look at this traffic.
and then we'll come back and say.
Yeah, look at this traffic. Well, it's okay. So you think we basically got on the highway from where we live?
Probably about
Around
20 after 3 to 3:30 by the time we got to the toll booth. It was probably around.
Right. Okay.
around-
But we left around 3 o'clock.
We turned from Estaciones
Uh-huh.
onto the lateral
Yeah.
at 3 o'clock.
Right. So if you backtrack and then take the toll road to go to the airport, it'll take you 40 minutes. So it's certainly not worth it. Because
It'll cost you $35
it's gonna take you
dollars.
$35 and it'll take you 40 minutes to get to the airport. Whereas even in the worst traffic, it's probably going to take you half an hour.
No, to get to the airport, no. In the worst traffic, you probably could spend 45 minutes to
I
get to the
guess you
airport.
could. I mean,
and sometimes an hour.
Really?
Like,
From
yeah,
our
for
house?
sure. Yeah, sometimes. I mean, it has to be really bad.
No, but that's like, okay.
Yeah, but
Let's say let's break that down to say just heavy traffic is a half an hour.
yes, I would agree with that. I would say about 30 to 35 minutes is
Like normal heavy traffic.
normal everyday, like even rush hour traffic, even in the summertime when there's
Right.
not as many people. Like
You're looking at half
you're
an hour.
looking at
to
at least a half
35
an hour. Yeah,
And if it's Sunday morning,
it's like
20
18 minutes,
Yeah,
20 minutes.
20
Yes.
minutes, right? So there's zero value from Bucerías to use that toll road.
No, there's
Unless you live on the north end of Bucerías, like basically, or if you live in La Cruz.
yeah, for sure. If you live there, then you're probably chopping off like 15,
20 minutes
20 minutes. Yeah.
and so that might be worth it. And if it's really, really terrible traffic, then it's
Yeah,
gonna be
or-
worth the 700
Right.
pesos.
Or people coming from Sayulita, for sure.
Right.
They're gonna. That's a good option for them. But for us in Bucerías, there's you especially if you live south of Terra Alta. There's no reason why you would go and take that route.
But I'll tell you, like, if I really didn't know anything, I'm just following the signs, and I follow the sign that says continue on to Bucerías, and I just spent 700 pesos to go to Puerto Vallarta and just turn around to go in traffic back to Bucerías, I'm gonna be pissed off.
Yeah.
Like, that's a scam. Like, that's a bit of a scam. I'm gonna go so far as to say that is a toll road scam, and they need to change that. They gotta get Bucerías off that sign, because it's bullshit. There's no Bucerías turnoff. Where Bucerías is in Nayarit, we got let off in Jalisco.
That's
How's
right.
that even?
Yeah.
How's that even remotely close?
Yeah.
That's annoying.
That's annoying. Go.
So we'll come back when we get to Bucerías. We'll see how long it took us from the exit to get back to Bucerías, if in case you made the dumb move to keep on the highway and spend another 700 pesos to go to Bucerías and turn around and have to drive back. Well, everybody, thanks for joining us for another video. This is just a spontaneous video. When I saw the cars on the highway, I mean, we got to check that out, but big thumbs down from that Bucerías Joel. I don't think that was worth it. I mean, 700 pesos to go from basically La Cruz to the Puerto Vallarta airport. I mean, I guess if you live in La Cruz, if you're coming from Sayulita, or that you're living in the north end of Bucerías, it would make sense to jump on the toll road. But if you're coming from Guadalajara, you're gonna want to continue on if you're staying in Puerto Vallarta. But the scam, the Bucerías scam, I can't believe it. Like, Bucerías continue on and then get out at the Puerto Vallarta airport, and basically it took us 20 minutes in pretty late traffic to get from that turnoff back to Bucerías, and essentially we would have had to pay 450 something pesos extra, where we could have got off at La Cruz and got to our house roughly in about 10 minutes for no extra pesos. So a little word to the wise, if you're coming from Guadalajara and you're staying in Nueva Vallarta or you're staying in Bucerías, do not continue on to the Bucerías, Puerto Vallarta tramo. Just don't do it. Like, turn at the first one, exit, and get off here. Maybe the only one thing is if you're staying in Nueva Vallarta at the very, very south end, then perhaps it's going to be worth it, especially if there's going to be heavy traffic. But other than that, if you live in Bucerías, I wouldn't use it. It's not worth it. It's too bad they didn't design something that had an intermediary point where you could get on and off, and basically the center of Bucerías, somewhere between Bucerías and Mezcales. They should have did it. Hope they do it one day in the future. I think more people will use the road. I don't think this is going to do much to solve any kind of internal traffic, which it wasn't supposed to do. But I also think that perhaps once word gets out on how expensive this toll road is, maybe a lot of people from Guadalajara are just going to get off at the Bucerías exit and just fight the traffic, right? To save the not 700 pesos. They're going to have to pay an extra 450 to basically get to Puerto Vallarta. So, you just have to balance that. Anyways, thanks for joining us for another video. Hope you enjoyed this. This, I guess, concludes our toll road video series. Maybe we will do one more. We'll actually go out and take a little bit more drone footage because it really, really is a beautiful road to drive on, and I will give it that. So maybe the one thumbs up I will give is how beautiful and scenic that drive is, all through the Bucerías Valley, crossing the river, the farmlands, everything. Was super, super nice. Thanks for joining us again. Nos vemos. Hasta luego. And adios desde Bucerías, México. Aquí, Casa de la Familia Goralski. Adios.